Paliwal.
Yes, sir.
What Ashish is all about.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for giving me opportunity to introduce myself. And my name is Ashish Paliwal. I am belong from Mauli, a small town nearby Udaipur, around 36 kilometers. And I passed my schooling from Government Senior Secondary School, and I scored 80 and 65% in my 10th and 12th. And currently, I am pursuing my BTech from a respected institute, Gitanli Institute of Technical Studies, Dabo, in a 2018-22 batch of electrical engineering in 81 percentage. And in this pandemic coronavirus era, I done so many courses online or by the various of platforms, and which includes regarding to the electrical, and apart from electrical is my interest, and my hobbies are traveling, and I done so many volunteership activities in the pandemic, like food delivering packages to spread out the happiness. My strengths are I am a good listener, quick learner, and time punctual. It's all about me, sir. Thank you very much.
अब इसी इंट्रोडक्शन को हिंदी में बोलिए.
मेरा नाम आशीष पालीवाल है. मैं मावली में रहता हूँ. मैंने अपनी 10वीं और 12वीं की पढ़ाई गवर्नमेंट स्कूल से करी है. अभी मैं गीतांजलि इंस्टीट्यूट से इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के अंदर इलेक्ट्रिकल डिपार्टमेंट में इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा हूँ, जिसमें मेरे 81 परसेंटाइल चल रहे हैं. एंड मेरा हॉबीज में मेरी रुचि घूमने में है. और इस कोरोना काल में मैंने बहुत सारे ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज करे हैं, जो कि मेरे इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से इलेक्ट्रिकल से रिगार्डिंग भी है, एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम द इलेक्ट्रिकल्स भी है. एंड माई जो मेरी है वो है गुड लिसनर. अच्छा, आई एम गुड लिसनर, क्विक लर्नर, एंड टाइम मैनेजमेंट और पंक्चुअल.
Previous introduction was much better. English वाला या हिंदी वाला?
आई थिंक इंग्लिश.
So Ashish, why you have chosen electrical engineering only? There are many branches available in front of you. So why electrical only?
Sir, basically, if we see any of the branches like mechanical, civil, CS, any of the branches is indirectly or directly depends on the electrical department or either electricity. So, and electricity is also a basic needs of the every human. So I wanna be a more patient about the electricity. So I wanna be a choose an electrical engineer for the engineering department.
For example, if something is in need, then we have to do it. It means all has to go for the electrical engineering only, not other
No,
courses
it's
like
my opinion.
BA, BCom, BSc.
No, sir, it's my opinion also.
So need है तो भैया जाना चाहिए ऐसा.
Yes, sir.
उसके अलावा और
Sir,
क्या और इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के साथ और क्या फायदा है?
Sir, basically it's a core field, and it's never ends opportunity in the electrical field, so evergreen branch.
इलेक्ट्रिकल और मैकेनिकल में क्या डिफरेंस होता है? अगर कोई पूछे आपसे कि इलेक्ट्रिकल और मैकेनिकल में क्या फर्क है, आप एक सेंटेंस में बताइए तो क्या फर्क है?
Sir, electricity deals with electrical branch deals with normally as a electricity, and the mechanical branch deals with a machine which can runs by electricity.
Which can be run by
Electricity.
And what is the role of electronics then?
Sir, basically electrical deals with the high power or high rating power, but in the electronics we can only deal with the 9 approx 12 watts to 24 watts, and then making circuits and automation work. So I think this is a basic difference of electrical and electronics.
Okay. And the pinnacle for which you are going to apply,
Yes, sir.
this is hiring for which profile?
Sir, basically, Pinnacle is a BIM architecture company, like a building infrastructure modeling company, in which the AutoCAD is also been there, and the software designing performing in this company. And the basic electrical recruitment is known about the, if we know that if we design any type of buildings, we can also designing the electricity lines or there. So I think on the electrical engineer, I have the responsibility to design a electrical circuit over the building infrastructure. So this is the, I think, the work profile of the electrical engineer in the Pinnacle Infotech.
और पिनेकल के बारे में कुछ बताइए.
Yes, sir. Basically, Pinnacle is established in Kolkata in 1993, and the globalization of this company has takes place in the 1998. The headquarters of the Pinnacle Infotech is established on the Kolkata, and now there are various of the countries where Pinnacle deals with, which includes Houston, Abu Dhabi, London, and in the India we have 2 places like Jaipur and Kolkata.
How many employees Pinnacle is having?
Sir, approx 1260.
Alright, that is the count which I have also not received. How you got
Yes,
the count?
sir, actually, overview of the company are mentioned 1260 employees are work over there. So that's why I know about it.
So it is basically belong to Jaipur, or from which place the headquarter they
Sir,
have?
basically the headquarter or the establishment of this company has takes place in the Kolkata.
Okay, it's a
And the
Kolkata based
organization
company.
of this company takes place in 1998.
1990. It's a very old company, right?
Yes, sir.
So is there any competitor of Pinnacle are there in the market who can compete with Pinnacle for their field?
Sir, I don't know about it.
You don't know about. Okay. If you will get the opportunities Pinnacle and then you will get selections. So after 10 years of your working with Pinnacle or in the same field, where you see yourself?
Sir, basically, if I talk about my goals, I want to be a reputed engineer in my electrical core field. Or we can say it in a one sentence. I will to say that I have to have one my personal chamber in a one multinational company with the nameplate of Mr. Ashish Paliwal, electrical engineer. So that is my goal in the next 10 years.
Okay. Though the chamber can be small also, which can be given to
Chamber is
anyone.
important. Size doesn't matter, sir.
Size does
Reputation is
not matter.
everything.
Whether they will give you the salary of 50,000 and they will give you the big chamber, then it will also satisfy you.
Work profile is also depends on the salary.
Okay. The chambers cannot be justified
Yes, sir.
by the profile what you have. Right? If we have seen many big employers or the entrepreneurs, they have a very small chamber, so they are earning in crores.
Yes, sir.
But it's a good thought process at least you have. If you would not have come into the engineering, then where you would have been?
Sir, basically, when I was in fifth class, I also decided to make an engineer, but the specific branch I don't selected that I have to go for the specific branch. So I have no option. Basically, I have to always desire to become an engineer. So I don't have a plan B apart from the
Okay.
electrical
Okay.
engineering.
You want to become an engineer and now you are going to become an engineer. So you are at a plan A of yours.
Yes, sir.
And what percentage you were having from 10th and 12th and graduation?
Sir, in the 10th class, I have 80.17 percentage, and in 12th class, I have 65 percentage, and in my degree, I have 8.1 HPA.
So why that dip into 12th?
Sir, to be honest, in the 12th class, I have some health issues, so that's why I'm not preparing well for the board examination. So,
Ashish, let me know what do you think about linear and non-linear network?
sir, basically, linear and non-linear network are a basic difference of active and passive devices.
Yeah. What do you know about active device? What do you mean by active device?
Sir, which can passes the current continuously, that is known as active device, and the amount of current which can stored in some of them wherein is known as a passive device, like a capacitor is also known as a passive device in a non-linear circuits.
Can we say capacitor as a linear or non-linear?
Yes, sir, they are both linear or non-linear.
Why?
Sir, basically capacitor are also used for to improve a power factor. So maybe in this manner we store a some of amount of the energy. Then we can say that this is a passive device. But in the sum of circuit, the capacitor just installation for the protection purpose. So then we can say that this is a active device. So maybe this is a active or passive both devices.
What function actually capacitor can do?
Sir, it stores energy or some amount of atoms like C is equal to Q by V, where Q is the amount of the electrons and V is the applied voltage.
So how we use capacitor as a reactive power source?
Sir, basically the connections because we can say that power factor is decreased by the using of the induction motors. So when we have to using the capacitor, then the reactive powers like a particular energy which can stored by the capacitor is also provide a stability of the function. That's why we have to stable the power factor of the any type of company or any type of machine. So that's why we can use the capacitors. There's a
It
reactive
is
power.
it is only used for induction machine, or we can use anywhere where reactive power required.
No, sir, we can use anywhere of the required, but the power factor mainly affected by the induction motor. So that's why I mentioned induction.
Now, if we are talking about transmission line, then your definition will change.
Yes, sir.
Why? One element, one component work for a one time. Na, it's every time working is same as if you
Yes, sir.
are looking for transmission line, if you are looking for induction machine. There is
Sir,
no difference between reactive power in either in transmission line or in induction machine. There have any different type of reactive power?
sir, reactive power is basically a power which can be generated by the circuits or imaginary power.
Now I am asking for there have a various type of reactive power. It is only one reactive power.
Only one type of reactive power, because reactive power is also a type of a power.
Oh, which type of power it is?
Sir, this is a imaginary power.
Imaginary power. Why we are not saying is real power?
Uh, because the real power is dissipated by the circuits, but the reactive power is known as a we can say that a plan B.
Why we need plan B? If we have already active power and we use active power in our component for as a load or as a source, then why we need an reactive power?
Sir, basic function of the reactive power is to reduce the losses and improve voltage regulations. And the second one thing, this is contribute in the performing well. So that's why we can use real power. Sorry, reactive power with the real power.
Okay. Do you know about addition of active and reactive power? What we called as addition of active and reactive power?
Apparent power maybe.
Do you know about capacitor voltage lead component or lag
Yes, sir.
component?
Voltage capacitor led by 90-degree in the current.
Lag component.
Uh,
Current lag in capacitor or current lead in capacitor?
lead in capacitor. Leg
Why
in-
leading? Why it is leading element?
So I don't know, sir.
Oh, you don't know. Do you know about sag in power system? Sag.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by sag?
So whenever we transmit the electricity by the transmission system, they are the due to the lakenesses of the connection, the parabola shape takes place in the lines. So this is known as the sex of the transmission lines.
Why this shape is occur in transmission line?
Maybe some of the failure of instruments and the natural conditions.
No, it's not real answer.
Okay. So, what is your age?
Sir, I wanna be a successful in electrical engineer in a reputed company. So this is my basic goal.
This basic goal is to be a successful engineer.
Yes, sir.
And what is the definition of success as far as you are concerned?
Sir, in my opinion, success is when you have to learn more about your passionate field, and you have a reputed position in the any type of company. So in that manner, I am like successful. So this is a successful definition for me.
Okay. So, what do you do presently? Short term, क्या करना चाहते हो अभी?
Just to place in a good company for my learning growth.
Okay. Why not government job?
Sir, a government job is essential, but I have don't like interest in the government field because in my opinion, government have like not a personal development takes place. So that's why I prefer private companies.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Ashish. One last question. Two strong points and two areas where you think you need to improve your personality.
Yes, sir. Sir, basically my strength is I am a time punctual, and second thing is I am a quick learner. And if we talk about our my disabilities, and I mentioned that some of time I have not capable to establish a perfect communication between each other due to my first verbal speed. So, and the second one thing, I am some of time overthinking of any type of a particular subject. So, this is my weaknesses.
Okay. What is overthinking? Overthinking subject में कैसे होती है?
Like sir, if we think about anything, this is perfectly okay. But when we think what anyone else think about this particular topic or object, then this we can say that this is a type of overthinking.
Okay, Ashish. Nice talking to you.
Thank you, sir.